Greetings, Gentleman Jim the Tailor, and I'm here with my dressmaker.
Hey guys, Victoria Baylor. Nice to see you guys again. Thank you for coming to another episode of the Tailoring the Dressmaker show.
We have exciting show as we always do. We have a few things that we're going to discuss. And
now, before you say that, Mr. Jim has a real great treat for everyone today, not to interrupt, but for most of you have already seen the Facebook Live video where I detailed we were going to talk about the problem solving the Jane's prom dress scenario. We're just going to put a little bookmark in that for right now, and we're going to do something special for today and pick back up with that for next week. Just want to let you know. So go back and look at that Facebook Live video on our Tailoring the Dressmaker Facebook page if you don't know what I'm talking about. And to you, Mr. Jim.
well, I've had the honor all week, and sad, but this is the last day, that I had a wonderful couple come up from Texas. I was called upon. They wanted some advanced lessons, so I said, come on up. And before I knew it, they were here. But I have a young lady from Texas. I won't really mention the city, that's not important, but you know, coming up from Texas to here is quite a distance.
Yes, it is.
So that's a commitment. And I look at people in their commitment to learn this industry. And when she first called me, and this wasn't that long ago, she said, I want to learn how to make a suit for my husband. Well, I've heard that before.
And we've seen that, and some of you have seen some people come in and actually do that.
You know.
But sometimes.
So I always tell them, like I tell everybody, you need to be prepared, because the time factor of you coming and learning this, those hours have to mean something.
That's right.
I can't take the time to teach you how to sew. You should come ready to that. And lo and behold, I have with me Kathy from Texas.
Kathy, woo, welcome to our show.
Now,
Nice to have you.
Thank you.
She's so lovely, isn't she?
Kathy, I'm going to say this, Kathy kept sending me pictures of what I asked for. And she kept sending me all these pictures of the straight stitching, the pockets. I said, be ready.
Can you see that? I think they can actually. I'll hold that up. This is just a sample of her straight stitching, verifying that she sews really good straight. This is a sheet of paper, and she's sewing on the lines. And then some of her other straight stitching samples. So, and I have to admit, I commend you on that, because if you're going to work with someone that's a professional, just like you did, Kathy, to send just evidence of your skill level is a really smart thing to do.
It is, because that tells me that you've taken the time to really get and do what I've asked you to do.
You're
so
a pro.
I don't have to teach you that. See? Oh, she's showing off
Oh,
now.
she is? Look at this.
Well,
So no.
it's less talking if I can show.
All right.
And
She
you
said
really-
she's shy. There's nothing shy about her.
Victoria's zippers.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
and more zippers. And
You
Mr.
know.
Jim, you really do have to be of a certain sewing level to take on something as
Oh,
serious as
absolutely.
a men's suit.
A man's suit, especially on a custom level, is the ultimate of sewing. And when you can do that, there really isn't anything that you can't do. So, with that, she came, they're here, they'll be leaving me shortly, but she has put together, and I've got a lot more pictures that I'm gonna be flashing of her in work, doing the different phases. And I've had a lot of you guys contact me, oh, I wanna do that too. You can, you just have to be committed like she is, and it can happen.
And you can do your homework right now at home. Be prepared before you come.
Oh, tell her about
Oh,
it.
well,
Des.
uh-oh.
You know,
Well, that's the
we're gonna
gospel
have
right there.
We're gonna have to change the name of the show. The Tailor, the Dressmaker, and Lady Kathy.
The student.
Yeah, the student. Now, well, yeah. Right now you're the student,
Students do become teachers, though.
but students become teachers.
That's right.
And I was telling her that you get to a point where you need to give it back.
That's right.
Because I'm quitting, I told you guys. So a lot of people have been contacting me about wanting to come for lessons. Our information is there, contact us. I've had other people from different cities wanting to know, would we come there and do some seminars or workshops in there, contact us. There's something you'd like to ask, Kathy?
Can I say something?
No, yes, please.
I discovered the Tailor and the Dressmaker this month on YouTube. I had put in Tailor the beginning of the year, and it never came up. Finally, they came up, and in 1 week, I watched all 70 videos.
Whoa.
And then I and I was kind of nervous because they started back in 2015, and I'm like, I don't know if some of the things are still being offered. And so I called, and I said, is this a good time to talk? And Mr. Jim said, if I pick up the phone, it's a good time to talk. Otherwise, I wouldn't pick up the phone. So from that point on, we made arrangements for this month to come. So it all happened. I discovered them this month, and now the suit is going to be done before the end of the month.
It will be. It will be. And
Can I just am a little bit enthralled by that. So it's just amazing how quickly you were swift to action and how you're just committed to. That's a lot of videos to watch, and then to see what you wanted, know what you wanted to do, and then jump to action and make it happen and get a suit done. That's pretty phenomenal, or almost have it done.
The first one was pretty long, but it kept my attention because of the Southern charm. And just your sincerity. That part kept my attention. So the first 2 or 3
They were longer videos.
yeah.
but it kept my attention because of your personalities.
Thank you.
And then when you got into your lessons, that kept me going. And so the first, Richard sat with me too. It was like therapy. You were just so relaxing to listen to.
Now who's Richard?
My husband.
Does he want to make a quick cameo? Hi, Richard. You want to just wave at the camera?
He's going to put his jacket
Oh,
on first.
okay. We'll see Richard in a little. Sorry.
We're going to show you the progress as of today. Now,
nice.
understand, we just started this week. She only came in for 5 sessions to where we are. We'll finish this jacket really shortly.
Oh, wow.
Because we're at the final stage of it. I've only posted a few shots of this. I'm going to post some more so you guys can kind of see where she's come from. She told me something today that kind of blew my mind. She says she watched somebody else. You watch who you want to watch. And there's an area of the jacket that she was doing. This tailor said it took him 12 hours. Just pull the jacket over here for a second, honey. And I want you to tell them what area that he was talking about.
Well,
This took this other tailor 12 hours.
And this is her actual jacket.
This is the
she's working
actual
on.
jacket
Okay.
that she's working on.
all the hand basting here, and then inside here, which you can't see now, there's pad stitching.
That's a pad stitch.
Hand pad stitching. And he said it was 12 hours.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that was intimidating. I'm thinking, how are we going to do it in a week? Well, I need 12 hours just to do the handwork.
How long did it physically take you?
I wasn't keeping track, but it was the end of the day, and
It was roughly 3 hours
Yeah.
to do what she was doing, because that's all done by hand. Okay. It's all done by hand, and that's probably the most tedious part of this.
But that was my most enjoyed. I enjoyed that
She
part the
enjoyed
most.
it, you
Yeah.
know. But it's not that this other tailor was wrong. I just show people that my methods work a little better.
That's right.
You know, work a little better. People always ask me, well, how long should it take to physically do the jacket? Now, the jacket normally in the tailoring world, okay, should take from start to finish roughly 14 hours.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
That's 14 hours.
You could have one in the weekend.
Right, you really could.
A couple.
Now, we started this whole process Monday, from the cutting to the layout to we even made a pattern to all of the
Fitting,
above.
all of that.
All
That's a
of
lot
that.
of work done.
So that's stop and go.
And I'm taking home a special pattern for Richard that fits him
Yeah, we made a
the-
pattern just for him.
for the next suit.
Very nice.
With the explanations and the notes that she took and all the questions that she asked me about all of this, we really were able to accomplish that in the 5 days that she came and spent with me. And we're not through yet, because this day isn't over with, and we've got maybe another hour and a half on the jacket, then we'll finish the pants. Now the pants, how much time did I tell you had to do for those pants?
4.
So you got 4 hours to make the custom pants that goes with this.
That's just amazing.
Now I'd like to
Very
bring
amazing.
her husband in, Richard, and show you how it fits him.
Oh wow. That's amazing.
See if you can see that here.
Hello, everyone.
This is Richard.
I'm Richard.
But this is the modifications that we made. There's the roll from all the hand padding that she did. Shoulders in, sleeves in. We're just finishing off the sleeve now. The last thing we do is we put the collar on. Now this is what she did while she was here. Now she'll tell you it's not a difficult task, it's just time consuming. But it's the method that she had to learn in order to get it to this point.
Kathy, you want to get on in that picture since
Come
that's
on
your
up.
jacket?
Somebody texted today and said, what are all these stitches for? Okay. What you see here is physically holding a full canvas in place. Now they'll all come out, but it's holding it in place until we finish off everything. Because someone did text and wanted to know what was all of this for. And there's a reason for it and why. This is what she learned. She took notes on it, they took pictures on it, so that for her future reference, you know, she'll have it. Now I'm going to do this again that I've already said. I'm going to do this again. It'll be out in the fall. The same thing that I taught Kathy. It'll be out and it'll give you all the detail of everything that I did in that. Turn around a little bit so we can kind of see the back and the fit. Once we attach, see, all the lining and put the collar on, this has a center vent, it'll be completed. All right? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Victoria has a few questions to ask.
Well, we are all impressed with your work, Miss Lady.
Thank you very much.
You have done a lot, and that kind of drive, I know that just tickles Mr. Jim because he loves to get students that are so focused, so driven, so dedicated.
really do.
It really makes, I mean, what you're accomplishing just amazing. So, we got to see the magic you created. We want to know a little bit more about your background. So, what got you involved with sewing?
I just love it. I mean, as a little girl, I made doll clothes. And then in middle school, I was in the Future Homemakers America. I don't know if they have that anymore. I was president. And I made suits for my brothers, but that was back in the 70s when they wanted super fly foot suits. And it was
Ooh.
double knit,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't anything professional. So, and that's why I wanted to come and learn how to do it in a professional way. Because back then you just ironed on interfacing, and that was it. And the double knit was very forgiving. So, but I had never made a suit Tailor made, and it's a major difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's 500 more steps than a leisure suit. So, and I wanted to be able to do it right, you know. And I discovered that it was hard to even find a pattern. It was just one pattern left in the whole U.S. that I could buy for my husband. And then when I heard your video about the Vogue being not the right size, I'm like, well, I bought this 46 long, but now I don't know if it's going to work. You know, that's going to be miserable if I cut it out 46 long and then sew it together, it don't work. So before I even touched the project, I thought I really need some professional one-on-one. And I had asked around in my area, but nobody seemed to have any resources of where to go, or not even there's just no resources where to go. So that's why we had to come here. And I'm thankful that I found you on YouTube.
We're thankful too.
Yeah, we're thankful you made such a quick decision. So it sounds like you have a long history with menswear. Is that your preferred sewing?
No, not a long history. I mean, I've probably stopped sewing for a decade.
Oh, okay.
And I started back because shopping is a challenge.
Yes.
Because I like my dress wear to be modest, and a lot of the the shopping for Christian women that want to wear something to go worship in.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the styles are just not appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in my door-to-door ministry,
Mhm.
of course, I want to have something appropriate there, and a lot of the clothes are just not appropriate. So, I started sewing for me, just to have something cool and appropriate and bright colors, not everything black on the rack. And then I wanted to sew for my husband as well.
Very nice. So you got a nice diverse
Yeah.
array. So what is your favorite thing to sew?
Well, I guess right now it's going to be men's suits.
Okay.
Wow, she just came out the gate swinging. That's the top
telling
of the
you,
top.
it sure
It's
is.
upper echelon stuff. Not many people can say that.
It was in day 2 was intense because of the welt and bees and pockets.
Mm-hmm.
But I just love the challenge, and I love the adrenaline of it, and I've enjoyed every day, you know. And I've gotten on Mr. Jim's nerves a couple times, and he took it well.
And I told her off several times, and she took it well.
He's so loving when he does it. As I know, it's such a.
So it's something I really, really enjoy.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we're just so honored to have you. I'll look forward to you and Richie coming back at another date for whatever. And my doors are always open to you guys. They have extended their hospitality if I come that way. 'Cause I can get to Texas
Texas
now.
is nice. I love
You
Texas,
know,
baby.
so I create a bond with everybody who crosses over my threshold when you come in here. We all become family. I tell people all the time, this is holy ground. Don't take no stuff up in here, don't bring none, see? Because we know that the Spirit of the Lord is in this place. But that's how you get good, knowing who you are and whose you are. So we intend, we want to, is there another question you had to ask?
Just one last one.
Yeah,
You
sure.
spoke some words of wisdom earlier, and it's always nice when you inspire people to say something to just really kind of motivate them. What would you say to our listeners? I mean, think about it, and it might not seem like a big deal to you, but you came out of nowhere. You know, we were obscure, unknown folks. You discovered us. You were like, hey, this is what I need. This is how I want to grow. This is what I'm going to pursue. For a lot of people, that might be intimidating. What some words of wisdom can you give to someone who also might want to learn to sew a tailored jacket, but feel a little intimidated by the whole process?
Well, rather than think of intimidated, think about it. It will become your form of therapy because it really is relaxing. And if it's making you uptight and stressing you out, well, maybe it's not for you. Because really, it should be something that's bringing you some joy and sense of accomplishment. And you know, it's nothing wrong if that's not your area. You probably have a lot of other areas, but this particular area has been a major. I don't want to use the word therapy again, but I can't think off the top of my head. But it's just been.
It's a good word. I use it all the time.
It's been wonderful, and that's what it needs to be, you know. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you can make money at this. You can make money." And if you need to, that's good. But if you just do it to enjoy it and to make your husband happy or yourself or another loved one, I think that's enough. That's a good payment in itself.
That's beautifully said.
Very well said. So the love for whatever you're doing has to be there. Don't stress. Don't try to be like other people. Follow your heart and really put your heart and soul like you've done into whatever you undertake. So that's a really good message.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah,
You're so sweet.
We're so thankful.
And talented.
Yeah, she is. But, you know, once again, as our viewing audience, we want to say thank you guys for tuning in to us. We bring topics, people, subjects. We bring everything to life surrounding what we do. And like you guys have heard me always say, these are not my hands. This is the Holy Spirit guiding me so I can help others. And we want to say thank you once again. I am Gentleman Jim the Tailor, and this is my lovely, lovely, wonderful
Oh, you're so
dressmaker.
sweet. Victoria Baylor, everybody. And don't forget,
And
Miss Kathy.
this is Miss Kathy.
Happy with.
And her model.
And her model, her husband Richard. And we will be back with you guys again.
That's
And
right.
once again, if you guys want to further this or have us come to you, our information is in the site.
That's right, and I'll be sure to list that too. And you guys know how to find his phone number if you need him.
They sure do. They
And
be
then-
calling me.
Just to prep you for next week's neat kind of show that we're going to have. Remember, we're doing the scenario where it's completely problem solving. We're going to deal with Jane's prom dress and all the details about that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to our Facebook page and look at the Facebook Live video I did. All the clues are there, and we're really going to tackle this because whether you sew for yourself or someone else, it's really important to do problem solving, step-by-step assessments of every step you take in your sewing project to ensure that you have complete success. So we're pretty excited to see that next week.
Okay.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye now.
Love you guys. Bye.